I have a tiny little Aseline product in front of me, the model MQ201. There is so much wrong with this little box that I'm just going to cover the worst of it and let the rest of it go. So problem number one, this thing is made of 19 gauge steel. It barely weighs 4 pounds. Problem number two, this thing is fitted with the cheapest wafer lock I've come across. I thought I had seen pretty much the worst of it, but I had not. To pick this, I'm going to use a brass paper fastener. I'll just push it down the keyway, give it some tension, jiggle the wafers. It's open. Problem number three. This device almost appears to have been designed by somebody with maybe a background in toy manufacture. And I'm not really joking around, because once you take this plastic fitting off here, you've got access to screws that will allow you to remove and push aside the keypad fitting. So there's been no effort really to make this secure. Once you push the keypad aside, you can get in there with coat hanger wire. It can be tricky to find the release, but of course the problem is that you can get in there with wire in the first place. So now what I'll do is open this up and show you just how much like a toy this thing really is. Okay, here's what the guts look like. That's the bypass lock. It pokes out of this hole. There's the keypad. This is the battery compartment. And this box right here contains the latching assembly. This whole thing is made out of plastic. And it's not just any plastic, it's my favorite kind of plastic. ABS, acrylonitrile butadiene styrene. In other words, Lego plastic. I've got some acetone right here. This is commonly used as nail polish remover. And what I'm going to do is just dab some on here. It's melting the plastic. It's eating right through it. So one way to break into this thing, if you wanted to, would be to pour acetone right down this gap at the front of the lid, and that would dribble down inside the latching assembly and melt everything. So now what I'm going to do is take this apart and show you what the latching assembly looks like. You've got to see this. This is what I wanted you to see right here. I want to draw your attention to something. This arm right here has a little nub at the end of it. When you put this in the locked position, that little nub is all there is holding this piece locked. This is the second one of these devices I've tested. The first one, I popped the lid open with a screwdriver. I did it about 3 times, and that was all it was required to wear that little nub off of this plastic arm. And so the lid wouldn't stay shut. That's why you don't make latching mechanisms out of Lego plastic.